Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a king without a crown. He wasn't supposed to be king, but when his father, the previous king, passed away, he became the king by default. See, his dad was so obsessed with finding a magic bean that would grow into a money tree that he neglected to make a proper heir. So when he died, this young lad became the king, but he hated being king. It was too much responsibility. He wanted to go to the beach and play in the sand, not sit in a chair and look important. His royal advisor, an old man who had seen better days, tried to help. "Your Majesty," he said, "you must find a princess to marry. Then we can hold a grand coronation and put a shiny new crown on your head." The king thought for a moment. "Good idea, advisor. But where am I gonna find a princess? I don't even know where to start." The advisor smiled. "I know just the place. There's a royal ball being held at the Palace of Perpetual Motion next week. All the eligible princesses will be there. You just have to ask one of them to marry you." The king wasn't thrilled about going to the ball, but he knew it was for the greater good. So he put on his finest royal robes, the ones with the little crown on the top that he liked to wear when he was pretending to be king, and went off to the palace. When he got there, sure enough, all the eligible princesses were in attendance. There was Princess Petunia, who was known for throwing tantrums whenever she didn't get her way. And there was Princess Beatrice, who was so beautiful, everyone forgot that she was even talking. And then there was Princess Susan, who spent most of her time building birdhouses and feeding the stray animals. She wasn't like the other princesses, and the king liked that. He danced with Princess Petunia, and she was just as disagreeable as they said she was. He danced with Princess Beatrice, and she was even more vapid than they said she was. But when he danced with Princess Susan, he felt a connection. They talked for hours, and by the end of the night, he had completely forgotten that he was the king. He was just having fun. As the sun began to rise, he asked Princess Susan to marry him, and she said yes. Now the king was smitten. He couldn't take his eyes off of Susan, and when the wedding was announced throughout the land, he was so happy that finally someone of importance was going to share his life. The entire kingdom came to celebrate, and the king's happiness was complete. But as the ceremony commenced, something strange happened. The king looked down and saw that he was still wearing his little pretend crown. In that moment, he realized how much he had grown. He took the little crown off and placed it on the throne, signifying that he was no longer the pretend king, that now he was the real king, the king of his own story. From that day forward, the king and Queen Susan ruled over the kingdom with kindness and compassion. They worked together to improve the lives of their people, and the kingdom prospered like never before. And although they never did find that magic bean that would grow into a money tree, they didn't need it. They had something far more valuable: true love. The end. Subscribe for more.